Again, Erev Shabbos, Parshas Ki Sisa. This week's Parsha, we have the story of the Egel. We have Moshe Rabbeinu asking Hashem if he could see him. They got Kabbalistic things over here. Let's see if we get how much of this with the Shviras Luchos. Try to tie it together with the Vort. My 8th grade Rebbe, Rav Machol Tzadik L'Bracha, told us Vort and Shemona Esrei. When I said it over at my Shabbos in 8th grade, my parents told me that it was like Pashup Shah. They were totally masking with me. Later when I chazed it over again, and I'm like trying to have kavan and Shemona Esrei, it's like it's really not so Pashup, but it's more like a Vort. It says Moshe Rabbeinu comes down from Har Sinai, and Hoyrid Biyodai, he threw down the Luchos. He let them fall, right? They weighed a ton. They were huge, incredibly heavy things. He was only carrying them by Benes when he was in that nan above the Rabbeinu saw them. And as he came down, that Nes wore off, and then they became heavy. And they just collapsed to the ground and smashed. But the next words we say in Shemona Esrei are V'chosed b'hem Shmir Shabbos. Inside those smashed Luchos, it still said Shmir Shabbos. I guess the second set of Luchos had Zohar V'Shalom. Okay. What's the yisoid? What's the soid in having Shmir Shabbos in broken Luchos? Why was that the one of the 10 Aseres Adibros that remained, that survived? It's a more of our research from Ephraim Waxman. He said, Asa Barasha, Ishadeh was an incredibly talented, gifted hunter of all hunters. And he was even able to kill this creature called the Ish Sadeh. Right? He was he knew how to trap the Ish Sadeh. What was this Ish Sadeh? So Mishnah even tells us it was a creature that was attached to the ground. His life source, his umbilical cord was attached to the ground, and he was incredibly ferocious. As long as you didn't get close enough that he can reach you, because he was attached with this rope. The only way to capture him is to shoot the umbilical cord. He'd die, and you have him dead. But if you caught him alive, then you'd be able to tell the future, like incredibly spooky things. And Asa was able to chop him. How? Because he had this coat that he got from Nimrod. We got from Adam HaRishon all the way back, and this coat had the image of every creature in the world on it. And whatever creature saw it thought that Medrash says he thought he saw himself. So we'd approach very calmly. We're between friends over here, and that's when Asa would chop him. Waxman said an incredible thing. He said that coat was made out of the skin of the Nachash. Yeah, that Nachash from Eitzadas. The skin of the Nachash looks like every single creature in the world. We know that the Nachash is the embodiment of the Yetzer Hara. What is the Koyach of the Yetzer Hara? It says, when we look at the Yetzer Hara, when any creature looks at the Yetzer Hara, he convinces you that that's who you are. You look at the Yetzer Hara, you look at the skin of the Nachash, and you see yourself. He makes you think, makes you see. Imam Shana, very the Gayid. The Waxman said, Chazal tell us, if you go upstairs, you go up to the Merkaba, you go up to the Kisei HaKavod, there are 4 images in the Kisei HaKavod. One of them is Yaakov Avinu. And Chazal tell us that on every door, every generation, that image changes to encompass every face, every image of the Yidden of that generation. You know what that means? It means that right now, if you go up to the Kisei HaKavod and you look at the Kisei HaKavod, the footstep of the footstool of the Rabbeinu Shalom, Kaviyachol, you will see yourself. That's where you are. It just depends where you're looking. You look down here, you'll see yourself in the Yetzer Hara. You look up there, you'll see yourself in the Kisei HaKavod. When Moshe Rabbeinu comes down from Har Sinai, he tells you, Yeshua greets him at the foot of the mountain, and Yeshua says, I'm hearing Kol Mechoma, I'm hearing all these different voices. Maybe it's a war. I hear these sounds coming from the camp. It's terrifying. I don't know what's going on over there. Moshe Rabbeinu says, no. Kol Anois Onechi Shemea. And if you look, there's a comma under Onechi. It's not Kol Anois Onechi Shemea. It's Kol Anois Onechi. I'm hearing voices, cries of Onechi. Klal Yisrael think that they are Oivdei Avodah Zarah. They think that they are a Shteki Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara chapped them. Right? The Yetzer Hara had a party over there. He showed an image of Moshe Rabbeinu in a coffin on Shemayim. Klal Yisrael used Nisayim. Moshe Rabbeinu said that this is where they're stuck. They think that it's Onechi. So he throws down the Luchos and the Klal Yisrael look up. That moment. This is not us. This is not Onechi. He silenced the kol hanechi. You just have to look up. That's the koyach of Shabbos. Koyach of Shabbos is that everything quiets down. Everything in the world that's yelling at us, that's saying that this is you. This is what you live for. This is your hobby. This is your essence. You are the stocks. You are your business. Shabbos says, shh. Look up. Look up. Look up at our man. Don't forget, you're on the Merkava. That's where you are. That's who Anochi is. That's who you are. Rabbi Waxman was leading a trip to Europe to visit Mekam Skadeshim, and they stopped off at Auschwitz. And you don't have this so much, but there was an Alta Yid who was there, and he asks them, like, what are you guys doing there? They said, well, we came to see what happened, to try to experience it a little bit. And he looks at them, and looks at Rabbi Waxman. He says, I was here. I was a camper here. And he points up at a roof. And he says, I was working on that roof on Matzah Yom Kippur. And he says, I was so hungry. They didn't give us much food in Auschwitz, you understand? But I had a piece of bread in my pocket. But it was in Kippur. He said, I was so hungry, I thought I would go blind from hunger. But I kept looking up and waiting to see 3 stars in the sky before I ate that piece of bread in my pocket. If you look down, you'll see Auschwitz. You'll see a Gehenna. By the Chorban Bayis, the Kohanim went up to the roof and they handed the keys back to the Rebbeinu Shalom, because that's where you have to go when things are bad. You have to go up to the roof. And you look up. And yeah, they threw up the keys, and even when the Rebbeinu Shalom Kaviyachol turned away from us, during the Chorban, it was the middle of the Chorban, but a hand reached out, they saw the Yad Hashem take the keys from them. As long as we keep looking up, we'll see who we really are. We'll be zeicha to be pnimius de Yidden. Vani kirvas Elokim litoiv Vani kirvas Elokim litoiv Vani Hashem